So just eyeing the comments, I can see a lot of people are quite unsure about the combat, so I thought I'd throw together a video so everybody knows exactly what's up here. So first of all, the combat system is a lot deeper than it looks. First of all, the combat is more open and quite Witcher-like, but if I were to say go look at The Witcher 3's combat and you'll get an idea of what this will be like, I'd only be scraping the surface. So combat will be more challenging and more dangerous, as put by Ashraf Ismail. In previous Assassin's Creed games, if you were to attack, you'd close the gap immediately between you and your enemy. In this game, you can actually miss, and that will leave you open to attacks. If you do this, enemies won't be very forgiving, so good timing is key. Enemies won't wait their turn anymore either, so you may be attacked by 2 enemies at once. So you'll have to be more tactical in how you approach a fight instead of button mashing. On top of this, as you face higher level enemies, the more your weapon stats will matter. So you'll have to take into account length, strength, things like that, as everything will have an effect on how you perform. Weapons won't have any durability system, which is okay considering that in The Witcher 3, weapons would break way too often and that would actually get quite annoying. So I'm glad we won't have to worry about that in Assassin's Creed. Back to in combat, there will be multiple defensive maneuvers such as parrying, dodging and blocking with the shield. Each weapon will perform in different ways in combat. Swords will be different to spears, spears will be different to axes, axes will be different to hammers, hammers will be different to dual swords and so on, and you could apply that in all directions if you know what I mean. Each weapon type will have a different combo set, and you'll be able to upgrade this combo set to be more effective, and it will probably look nicer come the end as well. Close quarters to ranged combat will be quite seamless, being able to switch between your primary weapon and your bow and arrow quite quickly. I also read somewhere that you'll be able to train Seinu or the controllable eagle to attack enemies as well, not necessarily in combat. As you level up, looting will become more important as you can get better weapons with better stats that you can literally find anywhere in the world, from chests to the corpses of your fallen foes. You will also have an adrenaline gauge that when it fills up, Bayek will unleash a series of dangerous attacks or maybe a power attack or something. The combat relies heavily on the use of strategy. Certain enemies, such as bosses, will adapt to your strategies, thus you'll have to change them periodically in an attempt to win the fight. So your opponent's weaknesses and openings may change and you'll have to find them again. Rarer weapons will contain more attributes which will make them more effective in combat. Some weapons may be poisonous, others may have more bleeding damage. Attributes like these will make the weapon more effective and will kill your enemy quicker. Also, the hidden blade will need upgrading as well. You won't be able to just use the hidden blade to one-hit higher level enemies, you'll have to level or upgrade the hidden blade to make it more effective as well. Meaning that a level 1 hidden blade will only be able to assassinate or kill level 1 enemies. I thought that was a side note, but I thought it would be worthy of putting in because it's combat related. The use of different weapons will require a different strategy, like you can't use the same strategy with a spear and be effective as you would a sword and be effective. Whereas in Unity, for example, you'd use the same strategy for all weapons and you'd be sweet. This is no longer the case. Using a strategy for a sword with a spear will likely render you less effective in combat. It'll also be up to the player to choose when to enter combat or not. For example, facing off against higher level enemies than you might be difficult, but apparently it is doable. This would be through the use of strategy. But if you're too brash in combat and decision making, you'll likely wind up finding yourself a corpse. So overall, the combat system will be very strategy based. So there you have it everybody. Obviously there's a lot of depth to it and there's no way a single video could possibly explain that, but hopefully this video helped you be clear on what the combat's going to entail. People seemed very unsure about the combat after the first demo, saying it looked pretty clunky, whereas others are just worried that the system will be just bad. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, let me know what you think. Do you think this video explained it quite well? If not, let me know. And I'll see you all in the next one with another video. So yes,